Synergetic language metrics and the beautiful English learning system. New learning technologies, best results. Table of contents. Introduction, collecting data, teaching method analysis, teaching grammar, synergetic language metrics, conclusion. According to official statistics, the overall English level of many Asian and other developing countries is very low. The English First website, for example, states that English proficiency index of Thailand is the 5th worst in Asia and ranks 53 out of 80 nations included in the index. Something must be done to change this situation. The only thing I can do as a teacher is to introduce a new, unique, and beautiful approach to teaching English that can help students to understand English grammar and become literate and confident in English. If a child can't learn the way we teach, maybe we should teach the way they learn. This presentation is a short story about how I try to find the way they learn. My name is Vladimir. I am a linguist by education and an English language teacher from Russia with more than 10 years of teaching experience. While working as a teacher, I taught English to students of all age groups and all levels. My youngest student was 3 years old, my oldest student was 68 years old. While teaching English, I noticed that students' English level in all age groups was very low. Trying to find the reason, I undertook a research work. Using the method of statistical analysis, I analyzed the results of placement tests, writing tests, listening and speaking tests of 2,000 students. On this diagram, you can see the results of my research work. 80% of students cannot speak English at all or can make only very simple sentences, cannot understand spoken English and cannot read correctly. 12% can speak on a basic level, however, have difficulties with understanding of spoken English, cannot read and write correctly and cannot make correct sentences. 6% can speak fluently, can understand spoken English, but make many mistakes while speaking and writing, cannot make correct interrogative and negative sentences, and cannot use grammar tenses correctly. 2% can understand spoken English, can write correctly, know and understand English grammar, but cannot speak and read fluently. My research into the teaching methods we use to teach English has shown that throughout the whole history of teaching English as a foreign language, only 2 methods have been invented. Grammar translation method. The grammar translation method makes the main stress on learning grammar mainly through translation from English into a native language and back. This method gives good results in attaining accuracy, but is useless for attaining fluency because learners do not have enough speaking practice. Direct method. The direct method pays more attention to listening and speaking. The aim of this method is to immerse the students in English. The teacher would use realia, visual aids and demonstrations to teach English to students. The teacher would, in this instance, focus on repetitive patterns of teaching, with grammar being taught inductively. Welcome to the Parrot Training School. The idea of focusing on repetitive patterns of teaching with grammar being taught inductively is very interesting. It is the same as to learn driving a car without learning road regulations, on the premise that while focusing on driving, a driver will learn road regulations inductively. Such a driver can drive a car somewhere in a village. However, as soon as he or she enters a city, he or she will get into a road accident at the first intersection. The same situation is with English. Those who learn English without learning grammar can go up to a certain level, even can speak fluently, though without accuracy, and can talk to people in streets or to girls in bars. However, if they try to find a good job that requires high level of English or pass an English proficiency test, they will fail. Me fail English? That's impossible. Thus, we should acknowledge the fact that the main achievement of English teaching methods development is the idea that grammar can be taught inductively while focusing on repetitive patterns and the ban on translation. These two achievements made learning English almost impossible. I don't know if they did it intentionally or not, but the fact is that if we teach the way they recommend, a child cannot learn the way we teach. If we have a look at foreign language learning programs for English-speaking learners, we will see that each word and each sentence is translated, and all the grammar rules are explained in English. Why then they recommend to learn English without translation and without learning grammar, if they cannot learn foreign languages in the way they recommend? Ay, ay, ay. While teaching grammar, I noticed that my students understood it better when I wrote different parts of speech with color markers. Then we agreed that a noun would be dark blue, a verb red, etc. Then I made beautiful flashcards to make learning English easier and more effective. Wow! Cool! Having systematized the results of my experiments, I worked out a teaching method which is called the Synergetic Language Matrix, SLM, and the beautiful English learning system. SLM is a table that shows which color is ascribed to one or another part of speech. Wow! Beautiful English Learning System is a set of specially designed audio-visual learning tools and lessons that can help to teach English the way they learn. When I show a sentence like this to a student or pronounce it, the only thing I can expect from a student is that he or she can repeat it. When a student only repeats a sentence, he or she will get a skill to repeat a sentence. However, to be able to speak fluently, a student should learn to make sentences by him or herself. How can I make a student to do that? When I show a color scheme with pictures, a student sees the sentence structure, all parts of speech, and understands its meaning. Then I show a color scheme without words. A student looks, thinks, makes a sentence by him or herself, pronounces it by him or herself, and gets a skill to make sentences by him or herself. Cool. In beautiful English, grammar is explained with understandable diagrams, pictures and examples. Great! Grammar Lingvocards show sentences structures, give the initial understanding how to make sentences, and enable students to practice making them, repeating after their teacher. Very well. Color schemes enable students to practice making different types of sentences by themselves, pronounce them by themselves, and get good speaking skills in such a way. Cool.
She has been eating ice cream for 40 minutes. Has she been eating ice cream for 40 minutes? No, she hasn't been eating ice cream for 40 minutes.
Talking Lingvocards enable students to practice making different types of sentences, get automatic speaking skills, and develop fluency. Working with TL improves memory and enhances learning abilities of a human brain. Wow!
No, I haven't been working since yesterday. No, we haven't been working since yesterday. Has she been building a house since last year? Has he been building a house since last year? You have been living in America for 3 years.
Writing exercises enable students to check if they learn a lesson properly, fix the information they got from a lesson, and improve their writing skills. Cool. Beautiful English learning system enables students to learn, to understand, and to practice using the most complicated grammar structures. Beautiful English learning system enables students to get all the language skills because they make and pronounce sentences by themselves and do writing exercises. Working with talking Lingvocards, students get automatic skills to make all types of sentences easily and quickly and develop fluency in such a way. Beautiful English learning system consists of 4 levels. Cool. Those who understand might notice that in beautiful English, grammar is being taught inductively too, and even without translation. It is because learners can see everything in rainbow colors and in pictures, and thus can understand without translation. Beautiful English learning system can be used as English literacy course, English correction course, English self-learning course, English course for teachers, teaching big groups of people, high-tech and virtual reality tools. Contact us. Vladimir Svistelnik. Skype talking-lingva. Email beautiful-english beautiful-english.outlook.com. Website beautiful-english.org. Mobile +66 876 685 802. Thank you for watching. Any questions?